I have given myself just £10 million to build a Wonderkid 11 in Football Manager 2021. Yes, this is going to be a tough challenge. Just see if we can build the best team possible with just £10 million. We will calculate as we go along, so as our money is building, we might have to make some cuts to the team and maybe replace with some cheaper options. So this could be fun, but with my extensive knowledge of player potentials and my not so extensive knowledge of the newest updates player costs, I'm hoping we can build the best team possible. Now remember, we are doing a giveaway to any new subscribers. If we reach 20,000 subscribers by the start of July, 2 of you will win an Omega Luke snapback and 1 of you will win an Amazon gift card worth £50. So make sure you are subbed right now. Get us to that goal of 20,000 subscribers to be in with a chance. Now, the rules before we go. We have to build a viable team. I can't have like 4 goalkeepers or something stupid. I also have to take out any of the clauses such as profit of next sale, because that drastically reduces some of the prices. We are not allowed to do that. That doesn't count. So I have a strategy in place. Let's hope this isn't going to be too difficult, but stick around to the end of the video because we will go through the team that I have finally selected if we manage to get that for £10 million, and I will put all of their current abilities up to a maximum of whatever potential they are, just so we can see how good this team could potentially be for just £10 million. So let's get this challenge underway as soon as you hit that like button. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1... let's go. Right, I'm going to start with who I know is an absolute bargain on this game and who you guys have constantly, since day one, been telling me to go for. It is Gavi and to do a Wonderkid spotlight with. We haven't done so because so many people have spoke about him already, but he is worth 375 grand, and that is a very easy start. Now, with our centre midfielder done already, well, one of them at least, it's time to look at one of the strikers. One of my favourite strikers on this game, for the simple reason, if we take off this, he is just so cheap. Now, can we be cheeky? 500k, we accept. That's 750. We're saying no clauses whatsoever. Can we get you for 700k? Yes, we can. Maybe I should have been a little bit more stricter with that, but that's 700k for a world-class striker. I think I already know who his strike partner is going to be. We have done another Wonderkid spotlight on this man, Dane Scarlett. And of course we know at Tottenham Hotspur, you can approach a sign-in, which means he is absolutely dirt cheap as well. 500k, they reject that. Now, I reckon if we go to 750, I think we could potentially get him for 700k as well. Might have to go slightly higher here. Bargain at 750. That's not bad at all. I will take it. We are off on a roll. So that puts us roughly at about £1.8 million so far, with a little bit of change added on. So, I mean, we've got a good centre midfielder. We've got 2 very good strikers. One thing I know we will struggle with is a goalkeeper. And I've got about 3 or 4 players in mind. Let's take a look at them. So, Alex Padilla, we mentioned him very recently in a video. He plays for the Athletic Bilbao C team, and we will go over how good these are should they reach our team. But I'm expecting this guy to be roughly about £1 million. So let's see if we can undershoot them. Oh dear, right, this is going to be a lot more expensive than what I thought. Right, I don't think this is going to be a viable option, viewers. I think we might have to pass because £4 million, that's over half our budget already on 4 players. Okay, let's try somebody else. Alejandro Iturbe. Now this man, we could get for a slightly cheaper cost than that. He does have a minimum fee release clause of 2.2, so I know we can get him for a cheaper cost than that, but I still think we can get him. That's quite a lot of money. 1.6, this is better. 1.3 million pound. It's a lot of money for one player, considering we have less than £1 million per player. 11 players, £10 million. It's just gonna have to do. We've saved money elsewhere, which is why I went for Gavi, why I went for Nonto and Dane Scarlett. Alejandro Iturbe, you're on the board. You're in the team. So that puts us roughly just over £3 million. So we have a goalkeeper. I'm gonna go straight for the left back because I know he is very well priced in Thierry Small. He is a phenomenal left back as well. He may not look it at the start, but trust me, stick around to the end. You'll see how good he really is. Take away this profit of next sale. 500k. A little bit more than 500k. 525. 525. Now that is a cost-saving method for a world-class fullback. I love it. It's just the right-hand side that I'm kind of worried about. I think I might just have to go for that right back straight away. He plays for Valencia. I seen him in the Valencia video I did on FM Scout, and I'm kind of curious. He has a very high minimum fee release clause, £73 million. 1 million? Would you accept 9 million? Right, well, this is obviously not going to be a viable option at all, because that is an extortion. I think he's going to cost so much money. So that's not a very good option at all. Now, I think there is another one that we could look at. Asaya Grande. I think there he is. Athletic Bilbao. See, these videos, they're coming in clutch because this man, oh, he has a difficult release clause there. Can we get him for cheaper though? I mean, let's try 500k. Oh, this one's going to be tricky as well. £1 million. Reject. Now I'm stuck. Now I'm really stuck. He would have cost us a little bit too much money anyway. Okay, let's look elsewhere before we go back here, because there's a centre-back that I think we could go for straight away in Timo Zahl. And if I remember correctly from our database research that we've done for Wonderkid Spotlights, yes, we do a lot of research. This 16-year-old, I think, because he's an approach to sign in the Dutch Eredivisie, I think we can get him for just short of £1 million. So let's try 500k straight away. 825. So I think if we go for the 700 mark, 725. 725, that's not bad. That's one of the centre backs locked in our squad now. What's that, like five players in total? It's not looking too bad. I'm quite happy with this. Okay, that's actually 6 players for 4.375 million so far. This is where it gets hard though, because I really do think that right back spot is going to cost us, and maybe even the wings as well. I do have a man in mind that might be really good for the wings, so let's go for him straight away. And it's this man. We have spoke about him quite often. It's Jamie Bino Gittens. Now this guy, he is amazing, isn't he? He is absolutely fantastic. 15 years of age. You can approach the sign. 48k he is valued at, but I genuinely think we can get him for a lot cheaper than that. 1.3 million they've come back. 875, 875. Oh, maybe a little bit more than 875. 925. 925 is locked in. I will take that, to be honest. I thought he'd roughly be about £1.2 million. 925. Get in my basket. Now, if we stick in the same league, there's a couple of centre-backs in this league. One being Namdi Collins. I might look at Namdi Collins, to be honest, but there's another one that I want to give a try. This man, Bright Ari MB. Now, I know because this guy's contract runs out at the end of the season, he might be a really good, easy pickup. So let's see, because when you only have a year left on your deal, technically you should be a lot cheaper than usual. So let's try £1 million. 72. What? £72 million. That's not going to happen. Let's try another man then, because before we go for Namdi Collins, because I'm really curious, there's an Englishman, Jamal Baptiste, plays for West Ham. Now, a lot of people are talking about this guy. I've seen him mentioned a few times in my comment section about trying him out. Let's have a look. We'll take off that 500k. Oh my God, this is going to be so difficult. How are we supposed to find a team that's viable enough? Because I consider Wonderkids the 160 range or above. Like, I can't go down to players that are 150. That's just not going to be good enough, in my opinion. So let's see then. Namdi Collins. We spoke about him before. How cheap is he? I think you can pick him up for like £1 million. £1 million. I mean, I will take that straight away. Maybe I should have gone for him first, but I just thought like the other guys, I don't know. Maybe I'm being stupid, but Namdi Collins, he is great. I'm actually curious. There's another guy who I think is better. Let's not add this guy straight away, because Max Norman Williamson, how cheap can we get this man? If we can get him for around about the same. Now, don't panic too much. I genuinely think we can still get him for fairly cheap. He was 2.9 million there. Can we try 1.5? 1.5 might be quite close. 1.6. Then still not accepting it yet. 1.7. Why can't you just please accept the offer? 1.8. 1.8. They drive a hard bargain, but I think we've saved enough money. We only spent 5.3 million. I think we can go for this. I personally think he's better. Let's put him straight in the team. Okay, so centre midfield time. I'm going to stick with the Scandinavian vibes here because Isaac Bergman, now he plays centre midfield, left midfield. He's fairly decent. Last season, he was roughly about £1 million mark, which having only spent £7.1 million with 3 players left, I wouldn't mind too much, to be honest. Oh, 6 million. You are robbing everyone blind. He is not worth £6 million. So let's go for this guy here, the Aston Villa. The only reason why I remember this guy's name is because literally I was speaking to one of my simulators about him the other day, about a potential Wonderkid spotlight. If this guy's cheap, we definitely might have to consider it. £1 million. Whoa. £50 million. Aston Villa, are you on drugs? That is not happening. Now, I think I'm being stupid here because I've done on that Athletic Bilbao C team video. There's a few names in there, including Unai Gomez, who I think when I did my research for it was the cheapest player out of the lot. He was definitely a lot cheaper than the last guy. Well, let's try 1 million. I think it was slightly more than 1 million. Here we go. This is promising. 1.2 possibly. 1.2 and I will take that straight away. Let's add that to our total. 1.2. Okay, we have spent £8.3 million at this point. We need another winger, and we need probably a right-hand-sided winger, and we need another right back. Well, we need a right back, which I really think where we might come unstuck here, finding a right back in the 160 or above range. So, I've got a player on mind for that. I've got a couple of players that I think might be quite good for that, to be honest. I'm just trying to remember to spell it. I'm having to look it up because it's quite a difficult spelling. Plays for Utrecht. There he is. Right-hand side. He looks terrible, but he's in the 160 range. He's an approach to sign player. Let's try him out. I think we can possibly get him for less than £1 million. Oh, this is perfect. Right, okay. 550. 550. Yes, come on. Right, adding that to our total is £8.85 million, which means we have £1.15 million to find ourselves a right back. This could be a possibility now. Now, the right back that I had in mind was Devin Wrench. There he is. Wrench. Nope, I don't know how to pronounce it either. Now, he could be rather cheap. He might, however, be extortionate. Let's put all our eggs in the... Oh my god, he's actually 1.8 million already. Oh no. We don't have 1.8 million. Okay, think, Luke. There's a French right back. Let's find him. Under 19s. Is he in the under 19s? He is not in the under 19s. Uh-oh. Do I recognise him? Please say I recognise... Malo Gusto. There he is. Right back. / centre midfielder. He's a better right back though. Okay, he's in the 160 range. 105k, but he plays for Lyon. I seem to remember somebody telling me, one of my simulators a long time ago, it might have been Thomas First, that this guy is a fairly cheap option. And we never really did a simulator with it. We have 1.15 million, so we'll be cheeky first. 1.6. 1.6. Can we try 1.1? 1.1. Oh no. We haven't got another option. We have not got another option. 1.2. They accept 1.2, but that's 50k short. We're 50k short. Right, I've got an idea, viewers. We're going to have to take Malo Gusto because there's literally no other right backs that I can think of off the top of my head without going through and searching the pre-game editor. So, Unai Gomez, the centre midfielder that we purchased for how much was it? We take a look now. Now, Unai Gomez, we're going to have to return him because £1.2 million, we're 50k short. So we have £1.15 million left to find ourselves a centre midfielder. Now, there's a Ukrainian that I'm going to take a look at because I've seen him on the update. I just haven't used him. There's also, to be honest, I could use the Tottenham Hotspur centre midfielder as well, Alfie Devine. But let's see about this guy first. Yeehaw, I think is how it might be Yeehey. No, it is. It is this one. 16 years of age in that centre midfield. Wow, he is really good. Okay, we might actually have to do a Wonderkid spotlight on him at some point. I think he's in the 160 range. So Alfie Divine's slightly higher. Alfie Divine's the 170. We could, but do you know what? I'm genuinely curious to see how much we can possibly get this guy for now. So if we remove that, we've got £1.1 million. 94k. We've done it. We have done it. Let's go. 750k accepted. Get in there. Get in there. So let's take away our Unai Gomez. Let's add this man, Yeehaw, and we have our grand total of £9.6 million. I have created a full Wonderkid 11 with £9.6 million. So let's take a look at our team. So I created a short list of all of these players, and I have gone in the pre-game editor and I set them to their maximum. So any single one of these is going to be 160, 170, or even 180 in one man's case. I think in Dane Scarlett. Jamie Bino Gittins, maybe? I can't quite remember. I think he's 170 as well. So let's go from the top. The goalkeeper, Alejandro Iturbe. He didn't cost us a lot at all. Just over £1 million. This is what you can be looking at. 6'4". He is an animal. We go now to, let's go to the right back first. Malo Gusto. I mean, it's very lucky that I remembered the club he was at, because I definitely didn't remember the name. It's quite a simple name, to be honest. It caused us a little bit of trouble. We had to get rid of Unai Gomez, but thankfully we managed to find a right back for just over £1 million. 1.2 million for Malo Gusto. Not the best right back in the world. He's in the 160 range, but he still counts, in my opinion. On the left-hand side, we know all about Thierry Small. He is absolutely fantastic. Look how good Thierry Small is. That was a fantastic Wonderkid spotlight we did on him that you can find playlist down in the description. Timo Zal was our first centre-back that we nailed into the team. And I must say, for the price of less than £1 million, Timo Zal, I'm very happy with that one, for sure. Now, Max Norman Williamson. We did have a centre-back nailed on with Namdi Collins. We could have gone back to Namdi Collins. I didn't want to. I wanted to get this guy because I've seen how good and how much better he is than Namdi Collins, in my humble opinion anyway. I think he has the better mental and technical attributes to Namdi's. I mean, Namdi has great pace and acceleration, slightly better. This guy just tops it for me. He has better strength as well. He's 6'3". Max Norman Williamson, really happy with that pickup. Just up between the £1 to £2 million mark. I think it was a good move. Good passing as well. 19 tackling. A monster of a player. Now, we've gone for kind of like a 4-4-2 or a 4-2-2. So let's take a look at the centre midfielders to begin with. First off with Gavi. Now, Gavi, we all know, is an amazing player on this game for 325k. Completely bonkers. And when he's set to his maximum, yes, he is amazing as well. A midfield orchestrator, you can see here. Hopefully in your game, he's taller than 5'3". But of course, he's still 15 here. I've just cranked up his current ability so you can see what he is like should we ever manage to get him to that. So really good attributes with Gavi. Now the mystery man, because I'm also really intrigued on Yeehaw. Yeehaw, I don't really know. I'm really sorry, Ukrainians or Russian speaking people, on how you pronounce this name. This is him. Okay, that's really good. I mean, he doesn't have the best mentals. I looked at him straight away, seen his technicals, and thought I found the best player in the world. Mental attributes for composure and decision makings is not the best. However, look at his technicals. Because he has 16 finishing, he has 15 dribbling, 17 passing, great off the ball, teamwork. This guy's an amazing shadow striker, by the way. If we were to play a shadow striker, he would be great. Really got to be happy with that. If only he did have slightly better composure, I think we'd be looking at a really good shadow striker. But anyway, he plays in centre midfield. That's where we're playing him. On the right hand side, we have Aurelio Eulers, who I have seen at his maximum before. Yeah, this is pretty good. I mean, I think the last time we did it, because of the potential rating and how they differ, he had better physicals, but on this one he has much better technical attributes distributed weirdly between like heading of 16 when he's 5'9", which obviously in real life probably wouldn't happen. He'd more than likely have better physicals. But Jamie Bino Gittins, we know all about this man. Wow. Okay, he has 4 determination. Again, it's a random attribute. It might be different in every single game file, but this man is amazing on when he has reached his maximum, I think, of 170. Phenomenal. We did a great Wonderkid spotlight very early on in the Football Manager time. The 2 strikers, you know all about them though. Dane Scala, an unbelievable finisher. What a player he is. And of course, the speed demon, Wilfried Gnonto. 20 acceleration, 20 pace, 18 off the ball. Phenomenal player. Thank you very much for watching. Remember to smash the like button if you can. Leave a comment down below who you would have added to this team, taken away from this team. What is your thoughts? And also, would you like me to do more with different price ranges? Because I've quite enjoyed this, I must admit. Thank you very much for watching. Let's get me to 20,000 subscribers by the time it reaches July. For the giveaway, I'll see you very soon. Bye-bye.